Alright, so now let's check this out right here. Moving on to our last question. We have cosecant squared x minus 3 cosecant x minus 28 equals 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm again going to switch this into my u form. So I get u squared minus 3u minus 28 equals 0. And this was when we said let u equal cosecant x. Now looking at this right here, we need two numbers that multiply out to negative 28 and add up to negative 3. So that means I'm going to have u minus 7 and u plus 4 equals 0. So this will tell me that u equals 7 and u equals negative 4, or rather cosecant x equals 7 and cosecant x equals negative 4. Well, 1 over sine x equals 7, so sine x equals 1 over 7. 1 over sine x equals negative 4, so sine x equals 1 over negative 4. I got a bit ahead of myself right there. Which we'd rewrite as negative 1 over 4. Now, a couple of things you guys may notice off the hop right here. The first thing is they're not on the unit circle. So since they're not on the unit circle, we're not going to be able to come up with exact values, and we're going to have to handle this with calculator. So we must use the calculator for this. Now, the next thing that I'm going to bring up right here is we notice that sine is negative. And looking at sine as negative, and we're in the first two quadrants where sine is positive, so this is actually automatically not going to give me a solution within this domain because sine isn't negative between 0 and 180. So what we're left with is sine x equals 1 over 7. So I'm going to make sure my calculator is in degree mode. So we're going to put our calculators into degree mode. And again, we just do that by going mode, and then you move over, highlight degree, and then quit that. And from there, we're going to go x equals sine negative 1 over 7, or second sine 1 over 7. And punching that in gives me 8.21, but we're going to really simplify this and leave it at 8 degrees. So it gives me approximately 8 degrees, which we're going to use as our value. Now, from before, we said, using our cast rule, that sine is positive in quadrant 1, and it's positive in quadrant 2. So that means I'm going to need to come up with another solution for quadrant 2. So I draw this out, and my initial reference angle is 8 degrees. So that means my new reference angle in quadrant 2 is going to be 8 degrees, which will give me another value of 172 degrees. So that means that my solutions are 8 degrees and 172 degrees. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson.